welcome in everybody. Hope you're doing all right. You might hear in my voice a little bit, I've got a little bit of a cold, so if I stop and have a drink at some point, it's because I got a little bit of a sore throat today, so please do excuse that. But we will get on with our warm-up, and as always, with the warm-up and the rest of the session, do the best you can with these. If you can't do something, do it to the best of your ability. I'll give you those adaptations as we go through. But if you need to stop or rest or whatever it is, or make different adaptations for yourself as you go through the session, that is absolutely fine. Remember, this is your session. I'm just here to guide you to the best of my ability. But that is sometimes a two-way street where you guys make some of those adaptations for yourself, depending on what you can do today. Let's make sure we've got plenty of space around us so we're not going to hit anything or anyone. And we'll start by moving one arm around in a circle, just like so, nice and gentle, nice and controlled, just moving it round and getting things flowing here. Doing the best you can with this circle. If you can't do a full circle, a smaller one with a slightly bent arm, that's fine as well, as long as we're moving it around and it's not causing us any pain or discomfort. That's absolutely fine. Good. Nice movement, everybody. Welcome those who are just joining in. We've just started, so just follow along where you're ready to. And let's change direction with that arm, going the opposite way. Good work, just nice, gentle arm movements going round. Good work. Let's swap over to the other side, and again, doing the best circles we can with this. If it's with the bent arm, smaller arm, that's fine, just moving it around. And let's change direction and go the opposite way. Good work. Okay, let's reach over towards the opposite shoulder now. If you can't reach all the way over, we can come to the near shoulder. Or if that's too much as well, we can come across the joint, across the front here. The main thing is that we are bending at the elbow joint there. So either all the way over, or as far as you can get, or across the front, whichever one you're able to do that gets that elbow bend in there. Good work, everybody. Nice. Well, let's take one arm here now, swinging it forwards, reaching up and bringing it back down. Reach up the best you can each time. If that's all the way up, that's fine, but if you can't, if that's head height, chest height, wherever you can get to, as long as we're swinging, reaching up the best we can. And again, even if it's with a bent arm, that's fine too, as long as we're just doing the best that we can do on this. So nice work. Let's change our arms over to the other side, and again, the best you can, wherever that gets you to. Even if it's just a small range of motion, that's absolutely fine. Just swinging it up, bringing it back down. Yeah, we're going to bring it in for a hug now. Arms out to the side. And keep that going there. I'm just going to put on my aircon a little bit more. That's it, good work. Alright, let's do some shoulder rotations, just going around. Change direction. And then give that a big old shake off there. I have got a timer set up today for 20 minutes. And I'll be guiding you through this 20 minutes, but essentially we'll be starting here at 5 out of 10 effort, so it's not hard, it's not easy, it's in between the two. Every minute to start with, we're going to be changing the exercise, and again, I'll guide you through that as we go through it, and we'll be changing it as we move through this 20 minutes here. No equipment today for this part. We'll get started in 15 seconds time. We're just going to do some nice simple punching forwards, alternating hands, in 10 seconds from now. For the first one, 5 out of 10 efforts, not hard, not easy, in between the two. 3, 2, 1, just punching those hands forwards. 5 out of 10 effort there. Good work, just keep them moving. That's it, good work everybody. Good extension with those arms. If you need to do this single arm, that's fine as well.
Halfway there.
Or if you want to do like maybe 5 on one side and then 5 on the other, that's also fine. Just doing what you can here to get those arms going forwards to the best of your ability. 15 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to keep the punching theme going, but instead of to the front, we're going to go to the side. And we'll move into that in 4, 3, 2, 1 to go out to one side, then the other, and back and forth between the two. And again, if you need to do a single arm, that's fine. Or if you need to do like 5 on one side, 5 on the other, whatever you need to do for balance reasons or whatever it may be. Get those arms going the best you can. Nice work. Good stuff. We are coming up to halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
That's it. Nice work. Keep it moving. Keep those arms extended. 5 out of 10 effort still. And if you're not sure what your 5 out of 10 looks like, if you haven't done these sessions before, then it's just going at a pace that feels
10 seconds.
very manageable. But the coming weeks, you'll sort of understand what it feels like more and more. But we're changing it up to punching up in 3, 2, 1. Punching up now. If that's fully extended, that's great. If it's just up to sort of head height, that's fine too. Or if you just need to do one side, and maybe change, whatever it is, doing what you can to get these arms going. Good work. So yeah, the more we do this sort of 5 out of 10 pace, the more you'll sort of understand how it feels halfway through. Sometimes when we're starting out, even 5 out of 10 can be quite hard. But the more we do this, the more you sort of get used to it, you get into a bit of a rhythm and a flow, and you sort of understand how things normally feel. We've got 15 seconds left of this one. Keeping those arms punching. 10 seconds to go now. On the next one, we're going to be punching down and across our lap in 3, 2, 1. So you come down and across. That's it, good work. Keep it going. And we're halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
Just good extension with those arms, keeping it moving. Good work, everybody. On the next one, we're going to do a combination one. We punch forwards, then we punch side, then we go up, and then we come down.
10 seconds.
We do that in 10 seconds time. And I'll guide you through it here as we get into it in 3, 2, 1. So go forwards, side, up, and then down. Keep going through, forwards, side, up, and then down. If you need to do this single arm as well, you can always do one side and then the other side if you're doing the single arm. But do what you can with what you can do and keep this moving through. Good work. 5 out of 10 still here. On the next one,
Halfway there.
we are going to be changing up a little bit and we're going to be increasing the intensity for the first 30 seconds up to about 8 out of 10 effort. So not maximum effort, but 8 out of 10 effort. So we're going to increase that intensity for 30 seconds and then we'll drop it back down to this intensity for the second half of the
10
minute
seconds.
on each one. And to do the first exercise, we're going to do some pretend wheelchair pushing. 3, 2, 1. So we pretend wheelchair pushing, picking up that pace now to 8 out of 10. So you should be going faster here for this first 30 seconds. That's it, good work. So just pretending we're pushing the wheelchair here, whether you're in a manual chair or not. Keeping it going here, keep that speed at 8 out of 10 for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back down to 5 out of 10. Good. And this structure is what we're taking through this next 5 minutes of this. Okay, so the next one, again, we'll pick up that pace up to 8 out of 10 effort for the first 30 seconds. But the next
10
one,
seconds.
we're going to be pushing backwards. So same movement, opposite direction. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Picking it up, going backwards. If you're doing the single arm, I'll let you know when we're halfway through this 30 so you can swap to the other side. So if you're doing single arm, swap now. Good work. 10 more seconds here. Before we drop down that pace in 3, 2, 1. Dropping the pace back down. And again, I'll let you know for those doing single arm when we swap. We've got 15 seconds to go. So those doing single arm, swap again. Good work. On the next one, we're going to be doing one called sit skis. Swing the arms up and through, down and back in 3, 2, 1. Pick up that pace again. That's it. Nice work, everybody. Keep it going. Keep those arms moving. And again, I'm going to let those doing single arm know to change now. So swap the arms over if you're doing single arm. Good work. Keep it moving for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back down again. Okay, good work so far, everybody. Single arm swap again. And on the next one, we're going to do some sitting jacks. So same movement, but instead of going to the front, going to the side in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So arms up to the side or even in front if that's easier for your shoulder joint. Keeping that moving there. And single arm users swap now. Good work. Keep that pace there. 8 out of 10 effort. For another 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back down again. And single arm users swap again.
10 seconds.
This last one here on this sort of pace, we're going to do our adapted burpees. That's reach down, reach up the best we can in 3, 2, 1. So reaching down, reaching up, and going back and forth between the two here at 8 out of 10 effort. And if you're doing single arm, if you swap now, another 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back down to 5 out of 10 effort. Okay. And if you're doing single arm, you can swap again. Okay, we're going back to 5 out of 10 effort. We're going back to punches, but this time we're going to do double arm punches as we get into it in 4, 3, 2, 1. So 5 out of 10 here again, just punching both arms forwards. We're moving into this next block of 5 here. So just punching those arms forwards. Keep that going there. And we are coming up to halfway now. So if you are doing single arm, you can swap over. Just 5 out of 10 effort here. So not hard, not easy, in between the two, keeping things moving through this full 5 minutes. Here, good work. 10 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to be both arms out to the side. And 3, 2, 1. So again, both arms out to the side. Or just the one if that's all that you're doing. That's it, nice work everybody. Keep those arms going. Good work, keep it moving. And we're halfway through this one. So swapping if you are single arm. For those who didn't hear it, who weren't here at the start, I got a bit of a cold today, so I'm actually really struggling with this. So if you see me stopping a lot, it's because I'm exhausted. I'm still here, trying to do this for you guys. As we go into the next one, which we're going to be double arm punching above our head in 3, 2, 1. So reaching up the best we can. If you can't reach your arms all the way above your head, even if it's just, just above your head, head height, just a little bit, that's fine. Or if you're doing it single arm, that's also fine. I'll let you know when we're at halfway for you to switch. That's it, good work. And we are at halfway now. So switching if you need to. That's it, good work everybody.
Seconds.
10 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to be punching down, both arms together. 3, 2, 1. So you're punching down now. I like to bring my hands sort of up to around my armpits area each time. And I sort of like to bring my elbows up high as well. But if you want to keep your elbows lower as well, that's fine. But get a little bit more muscle activation when we bring those elbows up each time. That's it, good work. For those swapping halfway, do it now.
Halfway there.
That's it, good work. 10 seconds to go. Last one of this block. We're going to do the combination one again. Forward, side, up and down. In 3, 2, 1. So go
Round 15.
both arms forwards, both arms to the side, up and then down. And just repeat through that. Good work, everybody. Halfway through for those switching arms. Okay, on this next one, in 10 seconds from now, we're going to go back to our second block of 5. And we're going to do the wheelchair pushing again. 8 out of 10 effort, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So picking that speed up again as we go through this first 30 seconds at 8 out of 10 effort. And again, for those changing arms, do it now. Good work. And we are halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
So we'll bring it down in terms of pace, 5 out of 10. So this second half of the minute is easier. Those changing arms change now. Good work. Next one.
Seconds.
Picking that pace back up again to 8 out of 10, but going backwards in 4, 3, 2, 1. So backwards.
17.
Pick up that pace, keep it moving. And for those changing arms, do so now. Good work, keep it going. 3, 2, 1, bring that pace down again. 5 out of 10 effort here. Halfway through for those changing arms.
10 seconds.
10 to go. On the next one, we're back to those sit skis again in 3, 2, 1. So bring the arms up and through. 8 out of 10 effort again. Picking that pace up. Good work. And halfway through for those changing arms. And 3, 2, 1. Drop that pace back down again. And for those changing arms, do so now. Good work. Sitting jacks on the next one, picking that pace back up again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
15.
Good work. And those who are changing arms, do so now. Good work. Keep it moving for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that pace back down again to 5 out of 10 effort. And changing arms if you need to.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. Last one here. We're going to do those adapted burpees again, reaching down, reaching up. In 3, 2, 1. Pick up that pace.
20. Last round.
Oh, sorry for those who were meant to be changing. I missed it. You change over. And dropping that pace again in 2, 1. Drop that pace back down. Changing arms if you need to.
10 seconds.
Last 10 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work, everybody. Let's grab ourselves a drink. As we're exactly halfway through this session today. Good work so far. We're going to pick up that intensity again here a little bit. Let me just set the timer so we've got that ready to go. Okay, so similar to last week, we're going to be doing the rounds of 30 seconds of maximum effort, 30 seconds of rest. We're going to be doing 10 rounds of that total. And yes, that's our next 10 minutes of this session laid out before us. In terms of the exercises, we're going to do some of the same ones we just did then. I will be mixing in a few others as well, but not too many different ones. But all you've got to do is for the first 30 seconds, absolute maximum effort. For those who are doing single arm, I'll let you know when we're halfway through as well. If you don't know what I mean by that, don't worry, because everybody that's supposed to be doing that was doing it. So don't worry if you're getting confused about what I'm talking about with single arm. I can see everybody that was doing it right, so that's good. Yeah, so maximum effort, 30 seconds. 30 seconds complete rest, 10 times through. Are you ready? I'm going to click the timer start and we're going 15 seconds time. And we are going to start with our adapted burpees. So that's the one we finished on there, reaching down, reaching up. And we are going to go here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. 30 seconds, maximum effort. Reaching down, reaching up. Not halfway through yet. Keep it going. And for those changing arms, do so now. Keep it going. Maximum effort here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. On this next one, we're going to do both arms going forwards and then both arms up above our head. But we've still got 20 seconds of rest, which is plenty of time. We have lots of rest for 30 seconds, which is enough just to bring the heart rate down a little bit so we can make sure we do this 30 seconds as fast as we can. 3, 2, 1. So double arm forwards, double arm up. Good work, keep it going there, nice and fast. And we are at halfway now. Good work everybody, keep it going for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. Remember to go as fast as you can on this. That may be slower than me. That may be same speed as me. That may be faster than me. Today it probably is faster than me. I'm feeling very slow in particular, but that's okay. We're just doing the best we can right now. On the next one, we're going to do the pretend wheelchair pushing forwards in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Maximum effort for 30 seconds here. So good work, keep it going. Keep those arms moving. And halfway now. 10 seconds to go, keep it moving, nice and fast. Good work everybody, 3, 2, 1. Resting there, nice work. Again, 30 seconds of rest here. Changing direction and going the opposite way on this next one. Ten seconds to go of our rest. So pretend pushing backwards in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
4,
That's it, nice work everybody, keep those arms going round fast as you can. We're at halfway now. Good work, keep it going, keep those arms pushing around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. On this next one, we'll do our sit skis, swinging the arms up and through. So are you ready? We're going here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
5,
That's it, keep it moving nice and fast, get those arms going. For those switching hands, do so now. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. We're halfway through these now. On the next one, we're going to be doing the sitting jacks. So similar movement, but arms up to the side. On this as well, if you do struggle with getting the arms up above the head, bringing it sort of in front of the face is just a little bit easier on the shoulders. So feel free to do that if you do have any shoulder issues. So we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
6,
That's it, good work, keep it going. For those changing, do so now. Good work, keep it going. Maximum effort here, all the way through. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there, good work. Okay, on this next one, we're going to be doing punching forwards, alternating hands. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice and fast here. That's it. Good work. Keep them moving. Keep it nice and quick. Nice work, everybody. For those changing arms, do so now. Ten seconds to go. Keep those arms punching. Good stuff, everybody. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. Okay, on the next one, we're punching to the side. Ten seconds to go. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Halfway through for those changing arms. Good work. Keep it going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. And we've got 2 more to go. Punching up on the next one. Good work. Let's make sure these last 2 are just as good as the rest. And in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Round 9.
That's it. Nice work. Keep those arms punching best we can here. For those changing, do so now. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. For this last one, you can choose your exercise you want to do. So if you want to choose one that we've already done, that's fine. One you like, one that challenges you, whatever it may be, just choose one. If you don't know what to choose, I'm just going to continue the punching theme going by punching down and across, but feel free to do a different one if you want to here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Last round.
That's it. Nice work, everybody. Liking seeing so many different exercises. That's great. Keep it going. Halfway through for those doing single arm. Good work. Keep it going. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work, everybody. Let's grab ourselves some hydration. And then we move on to our core work here. Remembering it, if you need a cushion or a pillow, now is the time to grab one if you don't already have one. If you can't hold on to a pillow or for whatever reason you don't have one, I will show you how to do the exercises without. Just glad the cardio bit's over for me. I'm struggling to breathe. Good, just waiting for everybody to return with those bits. And I will grab my cushion too. Which is a big cushion, but it's the smallest one they have here, so. Good, looks like everybody's returned here. So I'm going to sort of run through kind of what we're doing here before we move into it to give everybody their adaptations and everything. So essentially what we're doing is some movements that both involve anti-movement exercises, which is where we try and lock our core into position and try to not allow it to move whilst we're trying to throw it off balance. And that's what the cushion's here for. That's to help us throw off balance. And there'll be some that are rotational exercises and other bits and pieces as well that we'll be throwing in, which are essentially movement exercises. So there's ones that we try not to move using our core. So we try and lock ourselves in place. And then there's some that we try and move using our core. And it's a really great way to mobilize it in different ways as we go through this. So we're going to start with our anti-rotation exercises here. And I'm going to give you a few different examples of how to do it. Essentially, this is our counterweight and it's trying to throw us off balance. And we're going to try and do sort of a figure of 8, like so. You can carry on when you're ready to. And if you haven't got a cushion, I'll show you how to do this in a second. And essentially, we're trying to throw ourselves off balance. But with our shoulders, we want to try and keep them locked in place so they're not swaying side to side as we're doing this. And we're trying to essentially just throw ourselves off balance. Now, if you're finding that too, I'll carry on if you're okay with that so far. If you don't have a cushion, we can just bring our hands together and do the same thing, and that's going to kind of throw ourselves off balance. Try and keep the shoulders still, but you're trying to throw yourself off balance side to side, and you're trying not to sway. If you're finding this too easy, there's a number of ways you can make it harder. You're either a bit more invigorating with this, which, well, if I go like that, I'll start swaying like I'm on a boat. So yeah, if you can make it more invigorating, and that's going to make it harder to sit still. Also, you can bring yourself off of your backrest as well. So if you sit yourself further forwards in your chair, and then try and do it, it's a bit harder as well. So essentially, the less contact you have with the chair you're in as well, the harder this is going to be. I know for some of you, this exercise is going to be easier, some of you this is going to be harder, but just make those adaptations for yourself. But we're trying to essentially throw yourself off balance. Even if you're doing it single arm, we can sort of throw ourselves off balance and try and keep ourselves as upright as we can. Good. Looks like everybody's doing a great job there. And this is one of those exercises you don't really tend to feel it until maybe later or the next day. Good work. Let's rest there on that one. Good work, everybody. So that's our first movement here. I've not put a timer on today. We're just going to go through the different exercises and see how we go with it. So this next one here, we're going to do a similar thing, but instead of trying to throw ourselves off side to side, we're trying to throw ourselves off forward and back, which is working the back muscles and the core at the front a little bit. And to do this, we essentially hold the cushion in front of us and lift it above our head and back down again, just like so. And again, if you don't have a cushion, we can do it with just the hands. And essentially with this, when our arms, especially when they come down into this position, our body naturally wants to fall forwards. We want to try and stop ourselves falling forwards. Even if it's just a little bit, we lock that core in, trying to stop ourselves falling forwards. The further your arms are forwards, the harder this is going to be because there's more weight trying to pull you over. And if you try not to let it rest on your lap in between, that's going to make it harder as well. You don't need to bring your arms all the way up each time either, because that's where it gets easier, but you can just sort of hover it. You notice how I'm doing that in my shot. I'm sort of swaying back and forth. I'm trying to stop that swaying, not very successfully, but that's what we're trying to do with this. We're trying to stop that swaying back and forth, and it's only a small amount. But for most of us here, we only have a small amount of core, but we can make it harder as well for those who have a lot more core function going on. Good work. Let's rest it there for a second, and we move on to our next movement. All right, so That was our anti-rotation or anti-movement exercises where we're trying to stop ourselves from moving. On this next one, we're going to try and move only using the core, and there's a bit of a difference between doing it in terms of just moving through the exercise and actually engaging the core. So have a play around with it. Don't just settle for just moving through it. Just let's try and make sure we are actually using the core. So to do this, we're going to start with it down by our side, either with the cushion or with our hands. And then from there, we're going to come up and across diagonal. So up and across diagonal. And again, it's not just moving the cushion from here to here, because that's a shoulder exercise. Okay, I want you to see what my shoulders are doing here. So they're facing down towards the ground, and then they're pulling up and across, and then they're facing up that way. Okay, so that way the spine is getting moved, and it's almost like the spine is doing the movement here. Like we say about core exercises, which is essentially spinal movements. It's the spine that's pulling it up and across, not the hands aren't leading the movement, your back is leading the movement. Good work. The cushion just kind of comes along for a ride. Excellent work. And even if it's just small range of motion, just a little up and across, that's going to work way more if we're doing it right than just swinging those arms up and across to the side. So really try and engage that core as you're doing so. Good. Let's swap over to the other side. Good, let's rest it off there. All right, let's put our cushions down for this last bit here. And we just go into the core exercises that we did last week, which is first of all bending side to side. Nice and simple, we bend down to one side, bend down to the other, but again, we don't want to use momentum. So a good way to do that, the opposite hand you leave on your lap, and then you pull back up in line. Because if we have this arm out, say I go down to this side, and then just go that, I'm coming up without even putting any effort in because it's just the counter bait. So I put this hand in position, and that just makes it harder for me to come up to the side. And again, small movements here will go a long way. Great work, everybody. And let's move into our last exercise here, which is our forward fold. Similar sort of idea, but instead we come forwards and then we come up. You can use your hands for assistance if you've got a weaker core. So just use it as little as possible, but you can push up. If you don't need that, we can bring the hands off. And then the higher the hands are, the harder this is going to be as well. If you have them up around your head height, for example, it's going to be a harder movement here to perform. Good work, keeping it going there. Nice work. Let's ease it off there. Good work, everybody. We'll start to just go into a little bit of a cool down now. Start with just some nice deep breaths going in through the nose, out through the mouth. relax ourselves down. And we've got a little bit of time, so we'll do some spinal movements, but first of all we'll just rotate our shoulders around. And change direction. Good work. Let's just go through our neck flexion extension first of all, looking up and down. Keep that breathing going as well. That's just going to help calm the nervous system down, relax us a bit more. Looking side to side. Good. Well, let's bring one ear to one shoulder, one ear to the other, back and forth. Let's go through the flexion extension in the rest of our spine. So curling down like a prawn, arching back like a high jumper, going back and forth between the two, using your backrest if you need to. Let's go into rotation. Good. Let's go into lateral flexion, down to one side and then the other. You can hold on and assist with the other hand on this one. We don't need to make this one a core exercise. And then let's go into a whirlpool around in a circle. Change direction. And then give that all a bit of a shake off as we finish today's session. Good work, everybody. Thank you for joining me again this week. I hope you had a good session.